as you saw in our thumbnail that we are going to discuss about the self-introduction. Now self-introduction has also so many types. We introduce ourselves as a student also, we introduce ourselves as a job interviewer also, and we introduce ourselves when we are doing something professional. And so all the types we have to introduce ourselves when someone asked us to introduce. So now how to introduce yourself we are going to discuss in this whole video. So now let me note down our today's topic. So when we discuss about this self-introduction, and first of all the first category can be made is of job interview and of student. So mainly these types of intro, when we are a student or when we are giving interview for any job. So these two are the main portions of self-introduction. Now how to introduce all this? So first of all, you will not start by your name. First of all, you have to greet them. If you are in a job interview, then what you have to do? First of all will be greetings. Greetings will be at the first, whether it is morning, it's afternoon, it's evening or it's night. So you have to greet them first of all. This is the first portion that you have to greet them. And one more thing, that doesn't matter that your English is so good and you are speaking everything very clearly. This one is also matter your body language. That how is your body language? You have to sit properly, not to slouch too much. What is the meaning of slouch? Slouch means बहुत ज़्यादा इधर होना हिलना डुलना, means you have to not slouch too much. You have to sit straight. You have to put your back over the chair back and your leg on the floor, and you have to make something eye contact. Means not like that you are going on. मतलब उन्हें ऐसे भी नहीं देखना है बिल्कुल घूर घूर के देख रहे हैं. You have to make eye contact, but after some time, after 5 minutes, 2 minutes, when they are asking question, you have to keep smile on your face. Means some body gestures, body language is also important during interview. So you have to prepare them all also. So first of all, you have to greet them. Then second thing is thank them. What is the meaning of thank them? Means we have to not just say them thank you. We have to say them thank you to give you opportunity to introduce yourself. But when we are in job interview, you not needed much to thank them, because it's a normal thing that they will ask you to introduce yourself. But if you want to impress them, then you can use this portion. I will tell you that what to speak in this portion. And as a student, if your teacher is asking to introduce yourself, then you have to thank them, thank him or her. Now the third one will be about yourself, your name and place. Name and place will be on the third time. Then after that, after thanking them, after greeting them, then what you have to do? You have to tell us something about yourself. Now how to speak this? You have to not speak like that myself. Myself nahi hoga, myself is totally wrong. You can speak either my name is or I am. These both are absolutely correct. You can use any one of them. Whether it is my name is or I am. You have not to use myself, okay? Or not to use this is. Then you have to tell them about your place. Means what is the meaning of place here? Place refers to where do you belongs from. Anywhere, any place where you belongs from is came into this place portion. Then name, your place. Then after that, you have to tell them about your qualifications. Now qualifications. In this qualifications, what about the students? Means as you are giving interview for a job, then you can tell them that what I have studied, what I have qualified. That will become in your qualifications. Now when we talk about as a student, then what you can say? You can tell them about it. I am pursuing class 9 from this school, whatever your school name is. I am pursuing या persuading. And you can also say that I am currently studying in class 9 in whatever your school name is. Okay. So you can introduce them like this. You are pursuing class or studying class. Study या pursue. I am pursuing class 9 from this school. This school means वहाँ पे this की place पे आपके school का name आ जाएगा. Then how to introduce yourself? सबसे पहले तो ये main चीज़ें हो गई. Greetings. Then you have to thank them. Then your name and place. Then your qualifications, study, pursue, whatever according to your profession. Then if you are a professional, means as I told you that there is one type of self-introduction, that you are a professional. For example, you are a doctor, you are a teacher. So how can you introduce yourself? Then there is no need to thank them. उसमें अब आपको थैंक करने की जरूरत नहीं है, बट इफ यू वांट देन यू कैन, दिस इज ऑप्शन, ओके. But this create your impression over the interview, okay. Then your name and place is important. Then your class qualification, study and pursue you can also use there. And after that you have to tell them about your profession. If you are doing something, for example, I am a doctor and I work in whatever the hospital name is, or I am a teacher, I teach in whatever the school is. So you can also use like that. Means your profession. It is optional. If you are not doing anything, then no need to use this. Now what about the student? You can use your profession or your hobby. These both things come in the 5th session, that you can tell them about a profession, and if you are not something professional, then you can tell them about your hobbies. And your hobbies, your hobbies must have something interesting. Means they should have interest on your hobbies, not something like that anything. You should have something interesting hobbies. Now one more thing, and when you are a student, your name and place, you can also add your family. Now not to tell them about something in detail, you can tell, this is for students, okay. So not to tell something about your detail. If as a job interviewer, if they are asking to tell us something about your family, then you have to tell them, but not वैसे आपको इसमें include नहीं करना है during introduction. Then if you are a student and you are introducing yourself, then you can tell something about your family, that how many members are there, what your father do and what your mother do, like this, okay. Nothing rather than this. So that was all about the main profession. So after that profession and hobby, I think there is nothing else left that you are needed to add in your introduction, because this thing is important. These points are mainly important, that you have to tell them. This is must topics, and if you want something add by yourself, then you are free to add them, but this should have a perfect content also, okay. Not something like that is unnecessary. This should be necessary. If you want to add something on that should be important. So now let's do one revision, okay. So here I have told you all about all the topics. So now let's create one interview. For example, once I will ask a question myself, then I will answer that question according to these topics. Then you will try to speak them, okay. So now let's take I am a student. First of all, I am a student and I am introducing myself. Then how will I introduce myself? So first of all, good morning sir or ma'am, okay, or whatever the timing is. Good morning sir or ma'am. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to introduce myself in front of you all. What I said, thank you for giving me an opportunity to introduce myself in front of you all. My name is Shreya. I belongs from Icha, from Uttarakhand. And in my family there are 4 members in my family. My father is an employee, my mother is a housewife. Just it is sufficient. Then you have to say I am pursuing class 9 from Little Angel School. Then my hobbies contain diary writing, gardening, and whatever it is, your hobby, and dancing is a must. So not must, that is for me, okay. So my hobbies are dancing, gardening, plantation and diary writing, something like this, okay. So you have to also tell them like this. Then when it's over, then your introduction is finished. You have to no need to add something else in your introduction as a student. Now as a job interview, according to a job interview, you are a candidate and you are introducing yourself. Then you have to, first of all, you have to come inside. Then what you will say, can I come in? After that you will take your seat and you have to not to slow too much. You have to make an eye contact. You have to keep a smile over your face. These things are necessary. Then after that you have to say that, good morning sir or ma'am, thank you for giving me an opportunity to introduce myself in front of you all. My name is Shreya Yadav. I belong from Uttarakhand. I have done BSc from whatever the college, actually not, but I am just giving you an example that I have done BSc or MSc, whatever you have done, your qualifications you can tell them about. Then after that you can tell your hobby, anything hobby you can include over there, okay. Then after that, when you are a professor, okay, when you are professionally doing something, for example you are a doctor, then how to introduce yourself? Good morning. If your senior is asking about yourself, then you must have to thank them. But if someone is asking yourself, then there is no need to thank them. This is formal. This is not informal. You can use this formally. Means when you have to impress something as a formal, means not informal like friends and nothing like this, your elders, your youngers. Means you have to use this portion only when you are giving an interview, only when you are somewhere there where you have to speak in a manner. मीन्स कोई फॉर्मल चीज़ होती है, कुछ इनफॉर्मल होती है, तो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस यू हैव टू यूज दिस क्वेश्चन. ओके, दिस वन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यू कैन impress them by just speaking this line. Okay, so that was all about our today's video, in which we have discussed self intro, greetings, and then your name, place, study, whatever it is. And yes, in this profession you can professional doctor, so you can say that I am a doctor and I works in whatever your hospital name is and anything. Okay, if you are a teacher, where you teach, you can add their name also. And yes, if you thought that anything is else important in your interview, then you can add by yourself, but that should contain a perfect content. Okay, so that was all about our today's video, that is self introduction. So what you have to do now, your homework is you have to comment up your introduction in the comment section below. And for any confusion, you can ask me any question related to this video and from other video also in the comment section below. It is free to ask. Okay, and yes, you can comment your topics also, that which topic you want, in which topic you want my next video. Okay, so thanks for watching.